It's the offseason, and you know what that means, shifting our focus to the future. There's so much talent and potential we can't help but get excited for what's ahead. In fact, now's the ideal moment for an updated version of our farm system rankings for some MLB teams, before the trade market in the MLB winter heats up. Without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with Atlanta Braves. Atlanta's farm system is deficient in top-tier talent as a result of selling away several top prospects to acquire Matt Olson last summer, and then putting Michael Harris II, Spencer Strider, and Vaughn Grissom into the majors during the season. Now, having said that, the team has done a fantastic job over the years of developing pitching talent, and there are many fascinating arms in the pipeline. Owen Murphy and J.R. Ritchie, both first-round picks, might rise fast through the ranks, don't you think? Next is Toronto Blue Jays. In 2022, Ricky Tideman's rise to the status of one of baseball's best pitching prospects was the big story, but Yasver Zuluda is another pitcher who might have a big effect. The 24-year-old finished the season at AAA after posting a 3.72 ERA with 84 strikeouts in 55.2 innings over 4 minor league levels. In his age 20 season at AA, Orlevis Martinez hit just .203 with a 28.5% strikeout rate while also launching 30 home runs. These swing-and-miss problems have decreased the value of his stock. Now for Los Angeles Angels. The Angels traded Logan O'Hoppe to the Philadelphia Phillies for controllable outfielder Brandon Marsh at the trade deadline, and O'Hoppe quickly established himself as the team's future catcher. Max Strassi, an experienced player, is contracted until the 2024 season, although O'Hoppe will challenge him for the starting position the following spring. Zach Neto, a shortstop who was selected 13th overall in the 2022 draft, hit .299, .377, .476 with 15 extra base hits in 37 games between High A and AA. He might be one of the first players in his class to make it to the major leagues. Up next, Chicago White Sox. Colson Montgomery appears to be a gem the White Sox have uncovered. In his first full season as a professional, the first-round pick for 2021 hit .274, .381, .429 with 30 extra base hits and a 12.8% walk rate in 96 games. Norge Vera, a right-hander who signed a contract for $1.5 million in 2021, made his American debut in 2022 and recorded a 3.31 ERA, 52 strikeouts in 35.1 innings, and a 154 opponent's batting average. The 22-year-old still needs work, but you can't deny he's electric. Now, what about the Philadelphia Phillies? First-round picks with Griff McGarry reaching AAA and Andrew Painter and Mick Abel finishing the 2022 season at AA. The NL pennant winners have some exciting high-level pitching potential knocking on their door. Hao-Yu Lee, an infielder, is one to watch after moving up 2 levels while hitting in his 19th season. In 79 games, the player hit .284, .386, .438 with 26 extra base hits and 14 steals. He possesses the broad range of skills necessary to play second base every day. Following up with the Kansas City Royals, it's not surprising to see the Royals slip a little in these rankings given that Bobby Witt Jr., MJ Melendez, Nick Pratto, Kyle Isbell, and Michael Massey all graduated to the majors. However, the next generation of internal talent is already moving up the ranks. Gavin Cross, an outfielder, rose to the top spot after being selected 9th overall in the 2022 draft. The 21-year-old played in 29 games between the rookie ball and single-A batting .312, .437, .633 with 17 extra base hits. Coming up, San Diego Padres. At the trade deadline, the Padres decimated their farm system by dealing top prospects Jarlin Susana, James Wood, and Robert Hassel III to the Washington Nationals in the Juan Soto-Josh Bell mega deal. Having said that, they do still have some promising young talent, and Samuel Zavala has a good chance of breaking into the league's top 100 lists in 2023, given that his 18th birthday wasn't until July 15th. The remarkable outfielder, who was one of the youngest players at the single-A level, hit .254, .355, .508 with 15 extra base hits in 141 plate appearances. What about Seattle Mariners? In 2022, the Mariners traded away Novelli Marti and Edwin Arroyo in the Luis Castillo mega deal, and they graduated Julio Rodriguez, George Kirby, and Matt Brash from the top prospect list. With such a significant loss of talent, most farm systems would drop to the bottom of these rankings, but Seattle still has some strong possibilities. Taylor Dollard, a right-hander, finished finished his 144 innings at Double-A with a record of 16-2, a 2.25 ERA, a 0.95 WHIP, and 131 strikeouts. If he has a similar start to the 2023 season, he might compete with Emerson Hancock for the position of the best arm in the system. Next up is Oakland Athletics. The Oakland farm system stars are primarily fresh faces. The A's obtained Gunnar Hoagland in the Matt Chapman trade, Ken Waldachuk, and Luis Medina in the Frankie Montaz trade, and Zach Galoff, Daniel Susick, Max Muncy, and Henry Bolt in the 2021 or 2022 drafts. The A's required the 24-year-old Waldachuk at the deadline, and he made his MLB debut after finishing the season with a 4.93 ERA, a 1.21 WHIP, and 33 strikeouts in 34.2 innings over 7 starts. He will have a strong chance of earning a job in the rotation next spring. Moving on to Houston Astros. After making his MLB debut on September 5th, the flamboyant Hunter Brown worked his way onto Houston's playoffs roster with a 0.89 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, and a 22-7 strikeout-to-walk ratio in 20.1 innings. The 24-year-old will probably enter camp with a position on the MLB roster, either in the rotation or as a multi-inning relief, as he has nothing more to prove in the minor leagues. In 124 games between Double-A and Triple-A, outfielder Justin Darden hit .302, .384, .558 with 40 doubles, 24 home runs, and 101 RBI. In the 2020 draft, the 25-year-old was passed over after his senior year at Southeast Missouri State. Up next is San Francisco Giants. One of the baseball's top pitching prospects, left-hander Kyle Harrison, ranked second in the minors with 186 strikeouts in 113 innings while compiling a 2.71 ERA and 1.13 WHIP in 25 starts between High A and Double-A. He reduced the number of walks he took from 4.7 to 3.9 every 9 innings. Vaughn Brown, an outfielder who was selected in the 10th round of the 2021 draft, had his first full season as a professional, hit .346, .437, .623 with 24 doubles, 23 home runs, 75 RBI, 100 runs scored, and 44 steals in 50 tries over 3 minor league levels. Then we look at the Milwaukee Brewers. Jackson Chourio, an outfielder who was the youngest player playing full-season baseball at the start of the 2022 season, and by the time it was over, he was an 18-year-old playing for Double-A Biloxi. The biggest prospect to break out this year batted .288, .342, .538 in 99 games with 30 doubles, 20 home runs, and 16 steals. He is so far ahead of the developmental curve that his long-term potential is limitless. Garrett Michaels is the favorite to start center field on the Brewers next season, barring any outside signings. The 24-year-old made his MLB debut on August 27th and hit .311, .373, .459 in 68 plate appearances. Turning to the Miami Marlins, Max Meyer needed Tommy John surgery after suffering an elbow ligament tear 2 weeks after making his MLB debut on July 16th. When he was selected 3rd overall in the 2020 draft, the hard-throwing right-hander came with some reliever risk, and when he returns, his role might be at the back of the bullpen. Joe Mack's .382 on-base percentage in 35 games in Single-A is encouraging evidence that the talented catcher will have the mindset to maximize his 50-hit, 50-power offensive potential. Next are the Boston Red Sox. Expect that Tristan Casas will be given every opportunity to make Boston's opening day roster the following season. Following his MLB debut, he had a 3-for-38 start, but over his next 13 games, he hit .316, .490, .579 with 3 home runs and more walks than strikeouts. Miguel Bleis, an outfielder, is a talent on the rise with tremendous offensive potential. The 18-year-old made his debut by hitting .301, .353, .542 in 40 games in a rookie ball, while adding 23 extra base hits and 18 steals. He will make his move to Single-A in 2023 one of the most anticipated. Now for Colorado Rockies. Ezequiel Tovar and Adiel Amador both significantly improved their prospect rankings, and Tovar eventually experienced the major leagues for the first time. At the next level, both have the capacity to make an impact. Zach Veen continued his crazy season in the Arizona Fall League with 16 thefts in 21 games and hit 33 with a .444 on-base percentage. In 2023, the 20-year-old might play in the major leagues. Finally, for the New York Yankees, Oswald Peraza Peraza hit .306, .404, .429 with 3 doubles and 1 home run, and he may play a significant role in 2023, even though most people believe Anthony Volpe has the better long-term ceiling. After being selected 25th overall in the 2022 draft, Spencer Jones hit .344, .425, .538 with 10 extra base hits and 12 steals in 25 games between Rookie League and Single A. The 6'7" outfielder is still developing his great raw power, but the Yankees have experience with towering outfield talent, so it should be fine. That is a wrap for today's video. So what are your predictions for the 2022-2023 offseason? Let us know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We'll see you in the next one.